Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. It's WIP It Wednesday for Wednesday, May 23rd, 2018. So if you want to see what I'm working on this week, please stay tuned. This week has been pretty cool. I'm excited about what I've been able to do. It's graduation week, and so we're preparing the house to be ready for some guests after graduation. We are just excited as we get ready for this special event in my son's life. Of course, I have to present a gift to him, so I'm also excited about that. You know, there's all kinds of little emotions that go with this, and usually when I get emotional, it comes out in the form of nervous energy. And so I've really been doing things that I had to do, but also just a lot of little things that just kind of need to be done. One thing that I needed to do was move the sewing machine from the kitchen table back to the sewing area. So I've done that, but I had to clean up the entire sewing area to do that. And I'll give you a three-sided view. The fourth side still needs a little bit of work, but I'll give you a three-sided view of what it looks like now. It's very neat, and I'm excited about getting back in this space to do a little bit of work. One thing that I worked on this week, I thought that crumbs would be my next real project that I finish, but I have another one that I ended up doing. I did make one crumb block. I finished one. And these are kind of feast or famine. So if I've been working on it, I might have like several pieces that are almost done, and so I might get 3 or 4 at one time. This time I was doing a lot of little piecing, and so I only got one completed, and so I have a lot. I'm sure that the next time I sit down, I have a lot that'll be close to being finished. As I was cleaning up my sewing area, I came across a project that I started, but I'm sure that I ran out of fabric, and I just pushed it to the side, and I was like, I'll get the fabric later and finish it up. So this is what I found. I had started working on a curved log cabin block. And so this one, I use I have a charm pack that I cut these center squares from, and then half of it is light and half of it's dark. But with the curved log cabin, one side has skinnier strips and one side has wider strips. So I had 2 blocks already, and then I had other various stages of blocks. So I would have like a square with the first piece, or a square with the first 2 pieces, you know, not completely finished. So what I'm going to do is finish it, because I'm sure that this is pretty old, because I think it was right after my big log cabin quilt that I started this one. So I'm going to finish it, but instead of using solid strips like I did on these 2, I'm going to use scraps. So the block will be scrappy. It will have the center squares will all be coordinated, but the outside strips are going to be scrappy. And when I do a quilt like this, I'm not going to measure it out. So I'm just kind of going with the flow. This is the stage that I've just finished for all of these, but they still need to be cut down. But these are 2 different scraps for the light. And then this is the denim. We saw that on my grandma's quilt that I finished. I put some on that. And so, you know, this is where I am now. The next step is going to be to add other light strips that are going to be scrappy. So it's going to be a more scrappy quilt. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. But here, let me show you. So like, yeah, this is what they look like now, because I just started, you know, and I just stitch all along one strip until I'm done with that strip. So all of these they're in this stage, but they just need to be cut down and get ready for the next stage. So for the lights, I have a variety of strips that I'm using. And then when I run out, I'm going to use the light gray that I have saved for the alphabet quilt. I don't think I'm going to need to cut that many strips off of it, so that it'll be enough for both projects. For the darks, I've used a variety of darks that I have. Even this is actually from a border print that I got from somewhere, like somebody was retiring and they just left a whole bunch of fabric and I grabbed it. And so I cut the actual border off of it, and the selvages say that it's from 1996. So very old, but usable, of course, because I think it's gonna fit in nicely with the way the overall quilt looks. So, and I have a good bit of this, maybe enough to get this quilt finished, I hope. The only other thing that I've been thinking about, well, two things. Of course, I am still working on the pattern for the Bargello. It's still in the works. I'm just working on the pattern. I was thinking about how to finish off the Dresden plate quilt. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to put a picture of the finished quilt top here. And it's not a big dilemma, but I'm going to do it. I'm just trying to think of how to do it. So when it comes to the binding, I actually already did the binding. It's right here, so that the quilt will be all framed out in the black. But I'm considering if I should get a whole piece for the backing, or if I should piece a backing. I watched an Angela Walters video about making a piece backing, and I've done it before, but I was like, I really wanted a big piece. But these are the fabrics that I used to make to turn the blocks on point. So I have little scraps of all of those pieces. These are from the Heartbeat quilt, and there's just a lot of it. And so I was like, man, I really could use up most of this and make a piece backing. So I think I have enough scraps. My dilemma is if I should go ahead and do it, and then if I do it, if I should do a video about how I do it. Because making a piece backing for me, when I've done it before, it's pretty time consuming. But if you guys want to see how I put this piece backing together, leave it in the comments and I'll do it as a part of in the upcoming videos. So if you want to see that, a piece backing for that Dresden plate, I mean, of course you've been here for the whole process. So if you want to see me piece a backing, leave it in the comments and I will put it on the list, because that is the next project that needs to be completely finished. Okay? I am so excited about your responses to my office space. I feel propelled into going ahead and moving forward, getting some estimates, seeing how much it'll cost to fix it up. And I'd love for you to join with that journey. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to put a card up here for it so that you can check that out and see what my office space is going to look like. That's pretty much it of what's going on in my world this week. Thank you so much for all of your comments and your feedback. Don't forget to check out the Purple Quilt on Facebook. That's my Facebook group. Look at my blog. It's called eQuilts Blog, and it's on WordPress. And if you have questions, comments, anything that you would like for me to do a video about that I haven't already covered, I'd love to take a look at those. Leave them in the comments below. Remember to thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye!